The Houston Texans just traded for running back David Montgomery, and to me, this is a great trade. Not just for Houston, but for the Detroit Lions as well. This is one of those moves that actually makes sense for both sides. Let's break it down. So here's what went down. The Houston Texans sent a 2026 fourth round pick, a 2027 seventh round pick, and offensive lineman Juice Scruggs in exchange for David Montgomery. On the surface, that feels like a solid haul for a 28-year-old running back. Now let's talk about why Detroit makes this move. Montgomery was in Detroit from 2023 to 2025, and he was really good. But the Lions also drafted Jahmyr Gibbs in 2023. And let's be real, Gibbs is special. For the last 3 seasons, Gibbs and Montgomery were arguably the best running back duo in football. Sonic and Knuckles, thunder and lightning, physicality and explosiveness. But every year, Montgomery's snap share started to decline. Why? Because the Lions realized something. Jahmyr Gibbs cannot be off the field. When you have a weapon like that, you maximize it. By 2025, reports started coming out that Montgomery was not thrilled with his reduced role. And honestly, that makes sense. He's still good enough to start in this league. So Detroit moves him, and they get 2 draft picks, a versatile offensive lineman. That's good value. Now let's talk about Juice Scruggs. Is he a star? No, he's not. He lost his starting job in 2025 after starting in 2023 and 2024. But what he does offer is versatility. He's played both guard spots and center in his NFL career. That's valuable depth for a team that wants to stay dominant in the trenches. So Detroit keeps Gibbs as the clear future back, adds draft capital, and gets O-line depth. Both sides walk away happy. Now let's talk about the team that really needed this. Since drafting CJ Stroud in 2023, the Texans have only had one 1,000-yard rusher. That was Joe Mixon in 2024. Outside of that, the run game has been inconsistent at best. They have had running backs like Devin Singletary, Dameon Pierce, Dare Ngubawale, players that just are league average at best. And last season, it completely fell apart. Part of that was the offensive line, no question. The offensive line in Houston was terrible. But talent at running back was also an issue. They had the ghost of Nick Chubb, who just isn't the same player anymore. And they had rookie Woody Marks, who I actually really like. But Marks isn't built to carry the ball 20 times a game. Coming into the league, Marks already had durability concerns, and in 2025, multiple injuries. The Texans coaching staff flat out said they don't want to overwork Woody Marks. So what do? You bring in a guy who thrives on the ugly carries, and that's David Montgomery. Montgomery is perfectly built for the inside runs, the short yardage runs, grinding defenses down, the goal line work. He can take the punishment. He can handle the volume. He can close games out. And most importantly, he takes pressure off of CJ Stroud. Now, Stroud doesn't have to carry the offense every single week. Montgomery handles the physical work between the tackles. He gets the goal line carries, and he's been one of the best in the league at converting those into touchdowns. And last season, Houston was terrible in goal-to-go efficiency. This fixes that problem immediately. Now, don't get it twisted. Woody Marks is still going to be a factor. He brings explosiveness, big playability, and pass catching upside. My comparison for Woody Marks, think Jalen Warren. A smaller back, tough, efficient, makes plays when called upon. So because of that, this duo of Montgomery and Marks kind of reminds me of the Pittsburgh Steelers a few years ago when they had Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. But here's the difference. Montgomery is a better power back than Najee. So stylistically, this could be that formula, but upgraded. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be Gibbs and Montgomery 2.0 because Jahmyr Gibbs is just on a whole nother tier, but this is still a very good pairing. I know it sounds cliche to say a trade benefits both sides because people say that about almost every move that happens, but in my opinion, this one actually does. Because for Detroit, it clears the backfield for Gibbs, adds picks, and adds depth. And for Houston, it fixes a glaring weakness, protects Woody Marks, takes pressure off of CJ Stroud, and improves goal line efficiency. And in 2026, don't be surprised if the Texans' run game looks completely different. This is the kind of move that doesn't win headlines, but wins games in December. Let me know what you think. Did Houston just unlock their offense?